every dime you had, I'd have half of your money. You're talking about not half bad, more like 10 times as good. I don't know anyone that wouldn't want to hold on to more money if they could. But if you could just come off a little bit, that would surely do me good. I'm in between jobs. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Hey, can you dig it? I was hoping that you would. There's only one way to win at a shell game. Be the guy that gets another guy to play. You think I'm not bright, you might be right. I might have been born yesterday, but I was up all night. I might have come in here a little blindside looking, but I still see light. It might be through cheap sunglasses, but it still shines just as bright down on you when we're in between jobs. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Can you dig it? I was hoping that you would. I seen a $100 bill one time blowing up against a chain link fence. I've been walking around outside in the wind, looking down at fences ever since. It's the root of all evil. I would agree, and I suppose that the blossom would be my kind of poverty. In fact, I can tell how mad I'm getting just thinking how much more you have than me. And I'm thinking, what's keeping me from killing this guy and just taking his shit? Can you dig it? I knew that you could. I hit it, can you dig it? I was hoping that you would. Well, I'm grateful to be here with you. I want to pronounce early in the program that before I take on even a minute any untoward complications or emasculations directed in my way, I would like to pronounce that I will need complete catastrophe over this entire botheration. Now, if you would turn with me in your hymnals to the book of Chrysanthemum, where it clearly states that you have to give the old man a break if he sits down this evening, because I have made many foolish and untoward decisions in my life, the consequences of which I continue to pay, and the stories from which I continue to tell. I just made all that shit up. That was pretty smooth. I can tell y'all are baked though, man. Right when I walked out, I thought they're fucking high, every one of them. I could tell. Don't even know where you fucking are, I bet. All right, well, it's good to be here with you on this Easter Sunday, and I'm gonna sing some stuff, something that I made up. This one is when I was being held as a political prisoner one time in this very state. Yeah, it was some bullshit. The only thing I would say is, a lot of us know that feeling when you're going past a police officer that's hiding, not necessarily one all the time if they're just on the road, but if they're hiding, in the bushes, there's something about your body that hits the brakes. It's not really you. Even if you're going the amount of speed you're supposed to go, you see that guy and you hit the brake a little bit. It's not probable cause, man. That's not probable cause. Just to slow down a little. We slow down? That's why you're searching us? Fucking guy. So as I was trying to figure out how to make that political prisoner thing work on my old lady, it didn't, but I ended up making it rhyme, and it went like that. There was a time when I was handsome, baby. There was a time when I had money to burn. There was a time when where I landed, it was the least of my concern. But it hurts leaning back in handcuffs, man. Like 9 kinds of shame turned to rage. As a younger man, I might have put up a fight, but I just feel like such a fool at my age. Some of this trouble just finds me. No matter where I turn, I wonder sometimes, how do you know if it's too late? How do you know if it's too late? How do you know if it's too late to learn? You know the number one symptom of heart disease, the number one symptom of heart disease is sudden death. It's like time stands still forever on you till it starts shaking around. It starts shaking around like some crazy old hooker on meth. And you know me, I can't take no preaching, not on Sunday, no other day. But I feel like I ought to be praying or something, and I have no idea what you say. I'd say some of this trouble just finds me. Don't seem to matter where I turn. How do you know if it's too late? How do you know if it's too late? How do you know? I've learned nothing out here after all these years on this highway, but I'll tell you something, I have been passed by. And I have passed by more than my share of cars. And I do remember back in my younger days when I was so certain that driving even faster was what it was they were gonna get me for. So ain't nothing else for me to learn here. There's just this half full or half empty cup, less than an ounce of possession shit. I could do that kind of time standing up. Some of this trouble just finds me. Don't seem to matter where I turn. How do you know it's too late? How do you know if it's too late? How do you know if it's too late? You don't. This ain't working. This ain't on. This ain't working. Oh, this ain't on. In the hallway of a high school, anywhere USA, was a bully that would pick on different kids, seemed like every day. A pack of back slapping buddies that would laugh and back him all the way, and that screaming girlfriend make him believe in everything he'd say. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Oh, is this thing on? Because then one day this kid, he beat up a couple times before. He realized to his own surprise, he thought, hell, I could take more. And with that, he hatched the evil plan, he gonna make that bully pay walked up to him in the middle of school, and he found the nerve to say, he said, man, if you're gonna hit somebody today, you also gonna hit me too. In fact, you gonna hit me every day from now on, because now I'm picking on you too. And as crazy as this might sound right now, I ain't stopping till I get through. Law, it's too late to beg for mercy. There ain't nothing that you can do. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Law, is this thing working? Is this thing on? Because that bully, he just laughed and laughed, of course. So did all of his friends. He beat that kid unmercifully for days and days on end, only slightly less impressively to that girl and all of her friends, who would eventually secretly start hoping for that little kid to win. Hell, is this thing working? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Is this thing on? About a year ago, I joined a jam band. You gotta know what that shit is. Called the Hard Working American. And we jam. Anyway, I was just telling you that just in case anybody gotta go to the bathroom or anything. It's gonna be about another 30 minutes. I'm gonna do it. I hope you guys took acid too, because this is gonna be great. Hang on, wait till the end. You ain't never gonna hear him say it, because he thinks people still don't know. Winning that battle every day cost our buddy the war a long time ago, and of all the scars that he got to show for every blow that the kid sneaks in, worst one's knowing that tomorrow he's gonna have to fight that kid again. Worst one's knowing that tomorrow he's going to fight that kid again. Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Lord, is this thing on? Lord, is this thing working? Lord, is this thing on? Oh man, y'all make me feel good. Yeah, I was saying so. I've been singing folk songs for most of my life, and when I first got into music, the first thing that grabbed me always was the words. I could hear a song, and if I liked the words, I'd memorize them really quickly. But then the older I got, especially the more I got into making up songs and working so hard on the word part, because when I was younger, I guess when you start off in folk, I think the words are kind of the main part of the audition. Or at least when I look back, I wasn't singing or playing or anything like that much. But then the more I got into it, the more I got into, like, if I had a day off, and it wasn't like a folk day, I'd go hang out at that jam shit, man, where all the chicks don't wear shoes and their feet are all fucking filthy, and they hula hoop, and a lot of the chicks have hairy pits, and everybody's baked, and guys wear dresses and shit, and that's my shit, man. I go stand right in the front, man. I get really into it, and I sweat through my shit, like Mo or Yonder Mountain String Band, Widespread Panic, that's my favorite. Chris Robinson Brotherhood, that's my main ride right now. And I really like him, but that's who I go see, and so sometimes I get to meet those guys, and I know some of them. And about 2 years ago, I got to play with David Schools from Widespread Panic, who knows more about music than anybody I've ever been around and can absorb a ton of it at once. And if you've ever seen them play, if you've never been exposed to that, just try it once, or you don't have to do that, but I mean, like, if you want to get in, for me, it's like, remember when my parents took me to church the first time, and they were telling me what it was going to be like, as soon as I got there, I thought, well, some shit must have went down today, because this ain't nothing like somebody got hurt earlier or something. But then when I kind of would go to dead shows, that would feel like the life, like a celebration of life. And yeah, you kind of works better if you take shrooms or acid, but it ain't hurt nobody. You know, just remember that shit ain't a bear. You know, don't attack it. Don't attack it. That's it. Remember that, you know. And then you just get into the light show or shit like that. So then David Schools, there's a point to all this. We decide, when we're jamming, and I say, and we say, let's do this again. And he said, yeah, record or something. I said, yeah, we could make a band. And I was kind of kidding, and he was like, yeah. And so I called my buddy Chad, and I was like, he said, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he was fucking around or what, you know. But the next thing I know, we have this group, and I'm the singer, and the main goal is for people to dance. And so I don't say shit all at these things. I don't do shit all because it's a jam group. So I sing a couple words. I go stand over there for a half hour. Come back. I can take shrooms or acid at these gigs and still be fine. It's really just technically a better seat for me. And all I gotta do is remember the words, and I could do that on fire. I've been doing that since I was 20, you know? And so to me, it's like I won a contest. It's my favorite thing to do. I love, as much as I love this, that, man, it's like a healing thing to get to do. And I say it because everybody in the band has different people that come to support them, and the people that come, they get wind that I'm in this group, and they come to support me, and most of them sort of get it pretty quick, but sometimes people will wait around and be like, what the fuck was that, man? The fuck happened? You didn't say shit. I'm like, I said thanks at the end, you know. And so I say that to you to let you know, if you do see me in that group, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be not coming back and trying to do this till you run me the fuck out of town, man. I can't stop. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy birthday, Country Joe. I resolve to do like I always do. I ain't hurting anybody. I'm not hurting you. There's an overweight man with an overweight woman on a sofa watching TV. He's yelling his opinion at a television. She looks up from her food and agrees. Got 2 bumper stickers in their pickup truck. They get the pickup parked outside. One sticker says, what would Jesus do? The other bumper sticker says, power of pride. I was thumbing through the stations on my own television when I came across this guy on a religious station singing a song I wrote called Somebody's Coming. I thought he sounded whiter than me somehow. But it took me back in time through dwindling joy to when I was such a guilt-ridden Catholic boy. I am evangelical agnostic now. That means I don't know what I'm doing here. And I'm here to tell you that I don't think you do either. Now, Christians, don't walk out on me just yet. You know whose name I'll be yelling as I'm clutching my chest. Well, my dad told me to, and his told him to, and I'm telling you, I pray as much or more than you do. And believe shit, I believe every word I sing. But believing and knowing, those are 2 different things. And if you are trying to change the way some stranger's life has to go, I would say this is where we would want to be careful to stick to what we know, which is nothing, you know. Nothing for sure, so just chill till the next episode. Now back to the lecture at hand. Seem like my neighbor wants to kill what he can't understand. I say, you can't just kill what you don't understand. But I turn on my TV and see, oh yeah, we can. And we have since the dawn of man, for countless gods whose only real seeming plan has ever been to see to it that clinging to life is our fate. And you got to admit, life is pretty great, but it's killing us. I'll be here all week. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy birthday, Country Joe. I resolve like I always do. I ain't hurting anybody, I'm not hurting you. If life is anything, life is embarrassing. A rusty nail through a careless shoe. You can't help but wonder sometimes why there's never anything that the nail can do. Or think about how unfair it is that the shoe was only going where it had to go to. If you ain't born some dumb kid out running around, well, you're gonna have to do what you were born to do. A happy new year, everybody. Happy birthday, Country Joe. I resolve to do like I always do. I ain't hurting anybody, I'm not hurting you. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy birthday, Country Joe. I resolve to do like I always do, and I've only ever made it a day or two. Well, I really like this new place. I've been playing over at that bar for fucking ever, man. What the fuck? What did I do to not get to play here sooner? Fuck. This is beautiful, man. Look how classy I look right now. Shit. I'm just gonna soak it in. So check it out. So I have to sit because my back is just fucked, man. But listen, check this out. I want to do 2 sets tonight. They serve drinks in the lobby, right? Or something? Okay, so we're gonna do 2 sets tonight, if that's groovy with y'all. And if somebody's got a bail, that's cool. I appreciate you coming down for any part of this, you know. But so I'm gonna play a handful of songs. When some old guy comes out and says they're gonna do 2 sets, that means the first set ain't gonna be none of that shit you wanted to come down for. And they're gonna be doing all their new crap. And anyway, here's some of my new material. I don't guess this is new. Like I made this up coming down a hill. Yeah. Low gray cloud rolling over my head. I'm walking up a hill to get my fortune read. I can still take this rejection, but it's getting harder to do. I wish I could show you how you've hurt me in a way that didn't hurt you too. Tennis shoes are hanging from that telephone wire. I've got a little money, I could get a little higher. I was all right for a while, but you know how that goes. Everything in moderation, including moderation, I suppose. I never did like those people where I was employed. They were always out to get me 'cause I'm paranoid. Now I'm working for myself, and that don't pay a lousy dime. If what we're here to do is learn to forgive each other, I'll need more time. It's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell anybody by anybody. Well, it's just too soon to tell what's going to happen to us when we die. It's too soon to tell what we will ever avenge. They say that living well is the best revenge. I say bullshit. The best revenge is revenge. This isn't over, we're going to meet again. I say, good Lord, if you're still up there, Lord, you sure got some nerve. It seems like even the wicked, we get worse than we deserve. We're afraid to die. Every goddamn one of us. I swear to God, it's like you're making fun of us, not worth keeping on, or too good to keep. If there is a better secret, man, wait till I'm asleep. And if you're so God Almighty, well, then what's with all this mystery? Well, I would love to trust you, buddy, but you are clearly keeping secrets from me. It's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell. Too soon to tell. By and by. Well, it's too soon to tell what's going to happen to you when you die. At the fortune tellers on the second floor, and bright red letters hanging off of her door. It said closed. I think it might have been a sign. I said, don't give up on me, baby. I think I might be losing my mind. I have just met too many people. I love them all too much. They are scattered all over. I could never possibly stay in touch with them. I've been traveling around, man, almost forever it seemed. Woke up one morning with a lot more memories than dreams. Low gray clouds rolling over my head. I'm walking down this hill without my fortune read. I can still take this rejection, but it's getting harder to do. Wish I could show you how you've hurt me in a way that didn't hurt you too. Wish I could show you how you've hurt me in a way that wouldn't hurt you too. An empty house is hard to bear, lonesome falling everywhere. Without you, there's no light coming in. Our lucky dog jumped that fence. I ain't seen him around it since. I don't guess I ever will again. It didn't bother me any. I was good to that dog. And just like you, I'm going to have to learn to let him go. Oh, leaving me was one thing, Carla. Why'd you have to leave so slow? Slow and shifty, backing out. You was trying to fill my head with doubt. You nearly had me walking out on you. About the oldest trick to be playing on someone as old as me. That cannot be the best that you could do. It wouldn't have bothered me any when he came around. I just wish I hadn't had to be the last guy in town to know, I didn't mind you walking away. What hurt was how you walk so slow. You know you'd be like, grabbing him just as you landed after holding me the whole time you fell. You tell me he'll be good to you, who wouldn't be what else is new. Now all that I can do is wish you well. It wouldn't have bothered me any if you'd have left me when you wanted to, but you just had to wait till you had someplace better to go. Leaving me was one thing, Carla. Why'd you have to leave so slow? I said I didn't mind you walking away. What hurt was how you walked so slow. Smoking on back Cadillac, engine whining out. Sock it up on the sidewalk as if he owned the whole downtown. I'd hear him talking to some chick through a thick ghost of smoke, through a thicker haze of southern comfort and coke. Say, girl, you are hotter than the hinges hanging off the gates of hell. Don't be afraid to turn to me, baby, but he don't treat you well. And by he meant me. So I laughed and I shook his head. He laughed a little bit louder as he would yell up at the band to play a train song. Pour me one more round, make 'em leave my boots on the day they lay me down. I'm a runaway locomotive out on a one-track mind. I'm looking for any kind of trouble that I can find. Got this old black leather jacket, a pack of Marlboro Red. Got a stash here in my pocket, got these thoughts in my own head. Right to run until I've got to walk, until I've got to crawl. I've got this moment that I'm in right now and nothing else at all. Play a train song, pour me one more round, make 'em leave my boots on the day that lay me down. I hear me run away, locomotive down on one track mind. Blizzard light, we're looking around this place. We found him cold there on his sofa. He still had a smile across his face. And though I tried with all of my sadness, I can never weep for a man who looked to me like he died laughing in his sleep, singing the train song, drinking one last round. Made him leave his boots on the day they laid him down. Was they run away, a locomotive out of his one-track mind. Play a train song, play a train song, play a train song. That makes me happy that people like that song, because that guy, he lived in East Nashville, and he kind of was the hub there for a minute, and everyone was making up songs, and he always used to say he didn't have to make them up because he was one. And then after he died, everybody made up a song that had something to do with the train, it came in mind. I'm always glad that when I hear people that like that song, it makes me hope there's some place we go get to watch all this other shit that was going on after. And his favorite song, I don't know if he liked that because he hated slow shit or he hated emotional shit. He liked blues, you know. Blues is like, but they say easy to play poorly. His favorite song I would do, I didn't even make it up. It was, well, my woman left me and I'm so glad she did. Well, my old gal left me and I'm glad she took a kid. Now I've got less mouths to feed and I've got more room to sleep in my bed. I got the good news blues, I'm smiling on a rainy day. I got the good news blues, I have sung all my troubles away. Ain't got no aching bones, ain't got no bills to pay. Now these politicians, they tell us what they think we want to hear. Well, it's here one day, and then it's right out that other year. Well, they promise us whiskey, they hardly ever even give us no beer. I got the good news blues, I'm smiling on a rainy day. I got the good news blues, so all my troubles lay away. Ain't got no aching bone, ain't got no bills to pay. There's only two kinds of people as far as I can tell: the terminally ill and the worried well. Every time I have tried to climb out of a wishing well, I only ever made it high enough to hurt when I fell. Well, did you ever wonder? Of course you did. I've always wondered how you always kept it so well hid. I have my heart wide open since I was a kid. I got a lot of love, Mom. Only inches from my ankles every time he runs out of chain. My neighbor's dog knows I know how to drive him insane. I like to give him a little taste of what I'm feeling all day. Always chasing after something slightly too far away. You think that you down to nothing, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm down now to just about nothing as it gets. I'm working all day, every day, trying to pay my debts. I need a lot of love, Mama. I need a ton of it. My old man, he was always such a bunch of reckless fools. Lived by his own set of not so golden rules. The kind of show-off that hated a show-off's guts. I've always figured that's what must be driving me nuts. But I got a lot of love, oh, and I want a 6-foot tombstone. I want it 2 feet thick, with the words engraved that I tried to tell you all I was sick. So you'll know I was right when I go walking on past. You tried to tell me I was well, but look who's laughing last. Well, did you ever wonder? Of course you did. I always wondered how you kept it all so well hid. I've had my heart wide open since I was a kid. I got the good news blues. Ooh, you know, the dollar kind of, once you start in on this song, you can do all kinds of songs. That was just 2 of them really right there. One of them was a Billy Joe Shaver song, and the other one was the one I made up, and just like his, pretty much. But this song is, you know, you could even make a drinking game out of this. If you all was just sitting around and some guy knew guitar, it's just this, like if the first line of every blues song makes the second line easy as fuck to come up with, because You go like, well, we're trying to make an album, and we're trying to sing songs, the blues, you know, like we're trying to make up a song so we can all sing the blues. Which is what somebody with the blues would say, really. But then the next line is, we're trying to make a song up, but same fucking thing. So you nailed the second one. And then that's the next guy's turn. So the first guy comes up with the first one, you know, we're all at my buddy Jim's house and I'm about to kill his dog or something, whatever you want to say. Any good time is okay. And then everybody says it together. Yeah, it's da 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 da. And y'all say it. And then the guy whose turn it is has to come up with a rhyme for a dog in the time that he has. And if he doesn't, I don't know, y'all figure out what to do to him. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I got the good news blues. I'm smiling on a rainy day. I got the good news blues, Lord. I sung all of my troubles away. I ain't got no aching bone. Ain't got no bills to pay. I always thought Muddy Waters has this one song. I always thought, why did they ever make up another blues song after that guy? And the song has 4 lines in it. And you tell me I'll sing it. Tell me there was a need for another one. You gon' take sick and die someday. You gonna take sick and die someday. Ain't no doctor that you can hire. Ain't no medicine that he can prescribe you. You gonna take sick and die some of these days. Watching traffic below, drinking a beer and thinking of jumping. I'm not far from ready to go. Below me, a crowd has slowly gathered around. Cop cars with news cameras too. I can't get out of the trouble that I am in, and I just don't know what else to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm so uninvited, like something so out of touch. They tell me depression runs in our family. That don't help me much. This crowd's yelling jump over a cop on a bullhorn. It's making him hard to hear. He's yelling something about having so much to live for, but I'm almost done with this beer. Squinting my eyes to see through the sunlight, the crowd's even bigger now. There's no point in wondering what afterlife will be like, it don't matter anyhow. Already in hell, far as I can tell, listen to these people scream. Just feel like a rally in a high school field house. I feel like the captain of a team. Here goes the captain of the team. That sounds cool. Follow the light. Follow the light to the Garden of Eden. You stand at the pearly gate. St. Peter comes over, he puts his hand on my shoulder. He says, boy, you're gonna have to wait. He says, you know you can't kill yourself. Still expect to get in here, kid. But you look like a victim of circumstance. So I'm just gonna break every bone in your body and give you another chance. Slowly looking around me, it's this lonely recovery room. Closing my eyes though, I could see a new sunrise over acres of flowers in bloom. I don't know when it will be, but the next time you see me, I'll be tapping to a whole new beat, walking souls into the holes of my shoes down the sunny side of some street. Sunshine. Yeah. That sounds so cool up here. Let's get uniforms and go on the road. Fuck it. Go on tour. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no girl reaction. I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to take a short pause for the cause, as it were, per se, so to speak, here in a second. Give you guys a chance to get your heads clear and get it the fucking together, because I'll tell you something, I've been sandbagging this whole set, man. I've pretty much phoned this one in. Wait till I come back, man, I'm going to fucking blow your minds with my time. I was like, this is a nice one to send people out for a cig to. May some good fortune come to you. May some good fortune come to you. She's always cooking up something when I'm feeling down. She knew just what to say to pull me through. Looking like Booker T and the MGs used to sound. There is nothing that my baby can't do. And not to change the subject, but have you seen my new shoes? I went and got them since the last time that I played. Sometimes I feel like all I get to do is lose. do. Sometimes I feel like I've got it made. That's why I say, may some good fortune come to you. May some good fortune come to you. I tell you what, people say that life is precious and we have to make the most of it, but nobody has ever proven either of those things. And if you stand back and you look at the long and the short of it, I say, what else is there to do but sing? That's why I say, may some good fortune come to you. May some good fortune come to you. Well, do you think that there is a kid living in this entire town that's dreaming of growing up to be a bum? I did not think that you did. But we both know how. That's exactly what some will become. Enough about me. Let's talk about you for a minute. Okay, maybe that's enough. Getting back to me, you know my all-time favorite movie is that one with those two cops who cannot stand each other. Later, under pressure, they learn to work together. They become great partners and even better friends. And then the one says something funny and the movie ends. May some good fortune come to you. I see y'all in about 25 minutes, all right? Thank you for coming to see me. I'm having a good time. I hope y'all are too.